talk about Hearsay, and because you obviously wanted to become a solo artist, but now you've joined a band. So how was the dynamics of joining a band, and what was that like?
It was a really unique experience because obviously there'd not been another like it, so nobody knew what was happening. And you bring 5 people, completely different backgrounds, with different families, with different upbringings, and you bring in 5 people together. It's quite dysfunctional. Like there's not...
Don't know each other.
Yeah.
So
We're literally getting to know each other whilst living together, because we had to live together in a house, you know, and get to know each other at the same time, and tour, and do this, and do that. And I feel like when I was in Hearsay, everything happened in fast forward. So, you know, normal bands would like make an album, and then maybe 6 months down the line, they might decide to do a tour. But everything that happened with us, I think because we were kind of the learning curve for what came after. So we were the testers. We were the, you know,
guinea pigs.
The guinea pigs, exactly that. For all the others, for X Factor and everything else, you know. And I feel like nobody knew how long this was going to last. So everything happened in fast forward. So they just went, I tell you what, let's do a tour. And when we're on tour, let's record a second album. And then when you're doing that, let's do this. And it was burnout.
Did it feel like a bit
too much.
sporadic? There was no structure.
There wasn't a structure, and I think because they didn't know. There wasn't a structure. There wasn't like a...
Learning as you go.
Yeah. It literally was that. We were just, you know, a learning curve for everybody. And it got to a point where we'd been together for almost a year, and I could see that the ship was sinking. And I was like...
What could you sense? What were you feeling?
Well, you know, we'd been criticised for doing a second album, obviously, within a year. Who brings out a second album within a year? We were on everything, and everything was like overkill, and people were getting a little bit bored of us. And then there was news of another thing happening, and it just started, you know, the second album didn't do very well, and then something else happened. And I sat there and I thought, I don't want to be on a sinking ship. Like, I really don't.
Did you relay those feelings to the other bandmates?
I didn't, you know, and I think the way that I left the band is probably one thing that I regret, because
Did you live first?
I left first. But there was a lot of conflict at that time. There was conflict, and people will sit there and go, there wasn't any conflict. There was. And we didn't feel like we could talk to each other. It wasn't, and I know I can speak like for everybody when I say we didn't feel like we were supported, and we didn't feel like we could talk to each other in that way. But certain things happened, and I just decided to make the jump.